Hello, Scorpio. I've been sitting with your energy, steady and focused, ready to share what's coming through for you today. I hope you're in a space where you can really take this in. Thank you for being here, for your presence, your quiet support, and the energy you bring into this space. Stay with me through this message, because if you found your way here, it likely isn't random. There may be something here that speaks directly to where you are right now. Still, remember, you hold the final say in your path, and every choice remains yours. Take what resonates and leave the rest without forcing it to fit. Let's look at how energy is moving through your life: love, money, health, and the spaces in between. First, a clear message rises to the surface. Pay close attention to the people around you, not from fear, but from awareness. Not everyone deserves access to your inner world, and misplaced trust can cost you more than you realize. At the same time, something powerful is building beneath the surface, and it carries the promise of recognition and stability. The 6 and 4 of Wands point toward a moment where your efforts begin to take visible form. What you've been working on, quietly and consistently, is approaching a breakthrough. But this opening doesn't respond to force. It responds to your inner state. You are being asked to move out of doubt and into a steadier kind of belief, one that feels rooted rather than forced. Think of your desires like something planted deep beneath the soil. They respond to how you tend them, not just what you wish for. Right now, there may still be tension within you, shown through the 3 and 7 of Swords. Part of you believes, while another part holds back, and that split slows everything down. This isn't failure, it's a moment to look inward with honesty. Ask yourself where these doubts come from, and whether they still belong to who you are becoming. There is proof all around you that uncertainty doesn't stop success, and this is where you begin to loosen the grip of limiting beliefs. The Hermit reminds you that fear fades when you face it directly, without turning away. Alongside that, the King of Pentacles reflects a strength that has already taken root inside you. When doubt rises, notice it, but don't let it settle in your body. Let it pass through like something temporary while you return to a steadier emotional ground. Fear only holds weight when you keep feeding it. There is also a quiet pull guiding you back to the present moment. When you feel even a small sense of calm or appreciation, something within you strengthens and begins to realign. But when your mind drifts into overthinking or emotional noise, that connection weakens without you noticing. You can restore it in simple ways, by stepping outside, by letting yourself breathe more deeply, or by allowing your mind to open without pressure. The Justice card brings this into focus as a moment of alignment, where your choices matter more than your doubts. You're being asked to trust what you feel, even when logic tries to override it. The 2 of Wands and Page of Pentacles point to a decision that carries weight. It may shift your direction in work, location, or even a relationship, and it asks for your presence. Let your emotions guide you, not in chaos, but as something instinctive and honest. Even imperfect steps move you forward, and that movement matters more than getting everything right. Progress is what shapes your path, not perfection. What you've been through has already prepared you for this moment, even if it didn't feel that way at the time. You are here with intention, whether you fully see it yet or not. And from that place, you're reminded to keep your heart open, even when not everyone meets you there. Not everyone will understand you, and that doesn't reduce your value. Continue showing up with sincerity, because what you give still shapes what returns to you. Even when it isn't immediately reflected back, it continues to build something deeper within your own life. Today invites you to step into your power with quiet confidence and a steady sense of gratitude. There's a feeling that things are aligning beneath the surface, even if you can't see every detail yet. Success isn't something distant anymore. It's already forming around you, waiting for you to meet it fully. Stay aware, stay centered, and trust that your path is moving exactly as it should. Your journey is continuing to unfold in ways that reflect your inner state. Before going further, take a moment to support this message with a like, because your engagement helps keep this space active and meaningful. The numbers 4 and 19 carry a subtle significance today, so keep them close and use them where you can. If an opportunity appears involving these numbers, don't ignore it, lean into it with intention. The color purple also holds a certain resonance for you right now. Wearing it, even in a small detail, can help you stay aligned with the energy of the day. If you find yourself choosing between options, let this color guide you without overthinking it. Small choices like this can quietly shift how you move through your day. This is also a moment to stabilize what you've already started. Look at your current projects and refine the way you approach them, because there is room to elevate everything to a more serious and rewarding level. You've made progress, but there is still more depth you can reach if you stay engaged. Don't settle into comfort when there is still growth calling you forward. There's a supportive force behind you right now, pushing you to use your full capacity. Your sensitivity isn't a weakness, it sharpens your awareness and helps you read what others might miss. You've only shown a portion of what you're capable of, and this is where you begin to access more of it. Give your work the attention it deserves, because your focus is what transforms it. You're being drawn inward, not to withdraw, but to reconnect with what truly matters. When you bring your energy back to yourself, something shifts, and you begin to attract what matches your worth more naturally. The more you honor your time and effort, the more life responds with opportunities that feel aligned. There's a magnetic quality building around you that comes from this shift. The World card rises here as a clear sign of completion and renewal. A chapter where you gave too much of yourself is closing, and something more balanced is beginning to take its place. You've moved through challenges that reshaped you, even if it didn't feel clear at the time. Now, there's a sense that life is opening again, but in a way that reflects who you've become. As you step into this space, your energy becomes more defined and grounded. The Emperor reflects this shift, showing a version of you that leads with clarity and sets firm boundaries without hesitation. You are no longer navigating from uncertainty, you are choosing with intention. And someone is beginning to notice this change in you, seeing the strength you now carry without needing to announce it. People can feel the shift in you now, even if you haven't said a word about it. There's a quiet authority in the way you move, something steady that draws respect without effort. You don't need to prove anything anymore because it's already visible. Use this presence with intention, especially when building stability in your work, finances, and long-term direction. A new emotional current begins to open through you. What you've given in the past starts to return, but in a more genuine and fulfilling way. This can show up as a new connection or a deepening of something already present, carrying real emotional depth. If you're single, stay open, because something meaningful is approaching, and it asks you to receive without hesitation. You're stepping into a space where choices become more honest. Surface-level desires no longer hold the same appeal, and something deeper begins to guide you. Someone sees you clearly now, recognizing the strength and growth you've gone through. This connection invites vulnerability, not as weakness, but as a conscious act of trust. Growth happens when pride softens and something real is chosen instead. What once fell apart was never meant to last, even if it once felt important. That breakdown cleared space for something stronger to form. Now you can see how those moments shaped who you've become. Barriers you once carried begin to loosen, especially in how you express yourself emotionally. Someone who once held back may now feel drawn to reconnect, seeing you differently. Timing has played its part, preparing both sides for something more grounded. What rebuilds now carries a deeper kind of strength. A softer energy enters your life, inviting sincerity and emotional openness. This may come through another person or emerge from within you. It encourages you to release control just enough to let something real take shape. What's forming here isn't temporary, it asks to be experienced fully. You're also moving through a moment of awakening that feels both personal and undeniable. Old patterns begin to dissolve, making space for a clearer direction. Insight, communication, or realization may arrive and shift your perspective. This is where release happens, including parts of yourself you've outgrown. At the same time, your daily efforts begin to ground everything. What you focus on now starts to show visible progress when approached with consistency. Small, careful actions turn into meaningful results over time. Others begin to notice your dedication and see your work differently. Taking care of yourself becomes part of this process. The way you move through your day, how you present yourself, and how you rest all begin to matter more. Even small acts of care help you stay aligned with your energy. Creating space to reset allows everything else to function more clearly. If you can't step outside, open your space and let fresh air move through it. Simple habits like this shift more than just your environment. Taking care of yourself isn't about ego, it's about recognizing your worth and responding to it. You hold more value than you often acknowledge. In your work, structure becomes essential. Start with what requires the most focus and give it your full attention. Time is limited, so use it with intention rather than letting it slip into distractions. Staying organized allows your effort to translate into real progress. Make sure your responsibilities don't take over your entire day. You need time to reset just as much as you need to produce. Without rest, your clarity begins to fade, and that affects everything you're building. Balance is part of maintaining your strength. If you're looking for work, persistence is what creates movement. One attempt is rarely enough, and waiting without action slows everything down. Keep applying, keep moving, and don't let rejection interrupt your rhythm. Consistency is what builds results. Financially, something begins to stabilize as you reconnect with your self-worth. When you stop giving energy to what drains you, your focus shifts toward what builds you. Opportunities begin to meet you halfway, reflecting that shift. What once felt uncertain starts to take form. Your past effort is starting to return in tangible ways. You're no longer chasing stability, you're creating it through your choices. Be mindful of impulsive risks, because steady decisions create lasting results. The more you trust yourself, the more your path strengthens. Managing your resources wisely becomes a quiet advantage. Balance what you spend with how you grow your income. Old patterns of overgiving begin to fade, replaced by clearer limits. Now, you begin to receive in ways that match your effort. Small actions today lead to meaningful progress over time. Skills you build now can open new paths forward. What looks like discipline becomes opportunity later. And as you continue, abundance begins to feel more natural, something that reflects the value you've finally chosen to hold. You can't let small disagreements grow into something heavier than they need to be. Not every moment has to be filled just to feel connected, because space also plays a role in something real. A message, a call, or a simple gesture can carry meaning when it's genuine. What matters isn't constant presence, but the depth behind it. There's also something important about building stability, not just emotion. Think about how you can create something more grounded together, something that holds over time. Growth doesn't require you to lose warmth or affection, it asks you to balance it with responsibility. You're learning that both can exist side by side. If you're single, keep your attention on your own direction. When you stay rooted in your path, you naturally become more magnetic without forcing anything. The right person is drawn to your clarity, your independence, and the life you're shaping. So continue investing in yourself rather than waiting for someone else to arrive. Within your family, there's a shift happening that softens what once felt tense. Conversations begin to open, and understanding replaces old resistance. People notice the way you've changed, and it influences how they respond to you. What once created distance now becomes a bridge towards something more honest. A sense of support starts to grow, where past weight no longer defines the connection. Shared experiences begin to feel like something that strengthens rather than separates. Even simple moments together carry a lighter energy. Your presence plays a bigger role in this shift than you might realize. At the same time, boundaries still matter. Protecting your energy allows these relationships to develop in a healthier way. Others may look to you for direction, not because you say much, but because of how you carry yourself. What you embody becomes guidance on its own. Your energy feels steady and elevated throughout the day. There's a clarity in your mind that helps you focus on what truly matters. You're less pulled by distractions and more drawn toward what feels meaningful. This sense of direction becomes one of your strongest advantages. You also have the ability to connect with different people while staying true to yourself. Use that awareness to form connections that are intentional, not random. The right alliances support your growth and reflect your direction. Choose carefully and build with purpose. There's a noticeable momentum around you now. People are moving forward, creating, building, and choosing what matters, and you can feel that shift. Let it inspire you, but don't lose yourself in it. Take what resonates and shape it into something that feels true to you. At the same time, stay aware of your emotional intensity. You feel deeply, and when that energy rises too quickly, it can affect your judgment. Give yourself space before making important decisions. Clarity comes when you allow your mind to settle. Because your energy is high, control becomes essential. Let yourself pause before reacting to anything that requires a choice. Acting too quickly can lead to outcomes you'll need to revisit. When you move from a grounded place, things align more naturally. If you're working or studying with others, notice who is truly committed. Not everyone shares your level of focus, and ignoring that can slow you down. Be honest about expectations and don't hesitate to adjust your environment if needed. Your time is too valuable to be wasted. You're not here to wait for others to take action. Your progress depends on your consistency, not someone else's effort. Stay focused on what you need to do and let others handle their part. This keeps your path steady, no matter what others choose. When it comes to connections, certain dynamics feel more aligned today. Some bring warmth and ease, others bring structure and clarity, while some open new ideas and possibilities. Pay attention to how each interaction feels and move toward what supports your growth. If you've been thinking about reaching out or starting something, this is a good moment to act. Keep your intentions clear and your approach grounded. Let what you build reflect what you truly want moving forward. And if this message resonates with you, take a moment to like and stay connected so you don't miss what continues to unfold.